Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my video about me selling my Black Santa hat in order to buy new PVM gear and tier 92s. A lot of you have commented on previous videos asking me how I got my tier 92s and all of that good stuff, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to make a video like this. So in this video I just show the process that I went through in order to get all my new PVM set up, and you can expect a new PVM series coming very soon. So let's get into this video. The first thing that I had to do that kind of hurt a little bit was take the Black Santa out of the keepsake key. I keepsaked this Black Santa quite a while ago when I bought it for just over 1.8 bill. It's gone up a lot since then, and I've been debating on selling it to buy new PVM gear for a while, but I haven't been doing too much PVM, so I haven't really sold it. But now they released all those unique drop logs for bosses, I thought I'd sell my Black Santa, buy some tier 92s and go do some bosses and try and get their uniques. Black Santas are now 3.3 to 3.4 bill, so I've nearly doubled my money as well, so I might as well sell it, rake in that cash and buy myself some new shiny gear. I managed to sell the Black Santa for 3.4 bill, which is the high end of this margin currently right now. So even though it probably will go up in the future, at least I got top dollar for it right now. Now that I sold my Black Santa hat, I needed to get new Fashionscape. I thought I'd take advantage of using my Herblore cape as it's my newest one. Looking at my character, it was missing something. It was nice and green and it was all good, but it was just missing one key thing. That one key thing was definitely a frog mask. You can't go wrong with a cool looking mask that just looks absolutely stupid. Especially when you're using the zombie run. I tilt my head back and the frog looks so stupid, it's great. I'm really enjoying this new Fashionscape just for the comedic purposes. The next thing was to buy a Staff of Sliske. I bought my Staff of Sliske for just over 2.3 bill. After the Staff of Sliske, I bought loads of other useful items as well that I'm going to be using in all of the different PVM situations and bosses that I'm doing. And now that augmenters are tradable, I could just augment every single thing that I bought with ones that I bought off of GE. I didn't have to go around make my own augmenters, I could just buy them and augment straight away. It was so nice, definitely an awesome update with Invention Batch 2. As you can see in my inventory, I have a Psywear wand. That's going to have a planted feet switch on it. I have the tier 90 mage kite shield that I'm going to use alongside the wand. Whenever I need to shield switch, it's going to be super useful, and I'll put turtle in on that one. I've got a dart bow which will have my mobile switch. I have an offhand ascension crossbow which I'll probably put precise 5 or something on. That will be really useful when I'm using mech chins. I also have Virtus top and Virtus bottoms which I'll perk out really nicely for my mage setup. I don't really want to fork out loads and loads of money on Tectonic because it is super expensive right now. Now it was just that really fun time where you had to disassemble loads of different things in order to build gizmos and then try for the perks you want. I disassembled so many different things. I'm not going to bore you with all of the stuff that I was disassembling. Once I disassembled everything, I went to craft armour and weapon gizmo shells. It's really nice as well because since Invention Batch 2, the armour gizmo shells and the weapon gizmo shells both stack. The only time gizmos don't stack is when you've actually put something in them in order to make them an active gizmo. The shells themselves stack in your inventory, which makes it much easier to just grind out some perks nowadays. The first perk I did was using 3 direct and 2 healthy. I got Bite in 2 Venom Blood. My range setup has Bite in 3, but I don't want to spend loads and loads of money on more Nox components, so I just got Bite in 2 Venom Blood here. I used 5 faceted components in order to get Enhanced Devoted 3. Enhanced Devoted 3 is probably my favourite perk to put on armour. It is just so good. I used 5 evasive components and I got Turtle in 3 and Venom Blood on my shield. This one took a couple of extra mates but not long at all. Using 5 precise components, I wanted to go for precise for Equilibrium 2. I know it's a super hard perk to get, but I thought I might be able to get lucky or something. I went through quite a lot of gizmos and I didn't get it. So for now, I'm either going to use precise 3 Equilibrium 2 or precise 5. I know precise 5 is a little tiny bit better, but I don't know whether I can be bothered to farm all the Armadillo components, and I'll probably just keep going for precise 4 Equilibrium 2 whenever I can. I also used 4 explosive and 1 imbued in order to make Crackle in 3. Adding that 1 imbued in there instead of just doing 5 explosive really does higher the chance of Crackle in 3. I used 2 Psywear components, and those 2 Psywear components was able to get Planted Feet. Planted Feet is a really neat perk because it's going to help so much with Sunshine. I also used 2 Zaros and 3 Zamorak components in order to get Impatient 3. You can also get Impatient 3 with just 5 Zamorak components, but I didn't have 5 Zamorak, so I used 2 of the Zaros that I had as well. Now it was time for all of the perks that I made to go into my gear in the correct places. And then I wanted to go upgrade my range setup. My Pernix is perked out pretty well, including biting free and stuff, so it was only really the weapon that needed upgrading. I managed to buy a Serengod bow for nearly 1.25 bill. This Serengod bow will be a nice upgrade to the Nox bow. But this then meant I needed to buy another augmenter, augment the Serengod bow, and put some more perks on that. Another really neat thing that came out with Invention Batch 2 was an equipment separator. This takes the gizmos out of the item if it's level 15 or higher without actually destroying the gizmos or the item. This then allowed me to take my more expensive perks out of my staff and my bow and then keep them without damaging either thing. For example, I had Caramin in my Nox staff. That perk alone is like 20 to 25 mil, so this new item saved me that being broken. Really neat that you now get to keep all of the gizmos and the actual item. You don't have to choose between the two. Now my PVM tab is coming along fairly nicely. I know the prayers are better than the tier 92 weapons, so before I get loads of comments saying, hey, why'd you buy the tier 92s, they're not as good as the prayers, I just didn't want to spend all my money on prayers that then disappeared to nothing. If worse comes to the worst, I can sell these tier 92 weapons and get my money back. A tier 92 weapon is still an upgrade, even though it's not quite as good of an upgrade as the prayer, it's still a decent upgrade, and any upgrade is good, right? So it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to be trying to make money while bossing in order to get enough money for those prayers. As you can see here, this PVM tab is loaded with loads of random and weird stuff. I have most of the tier 90 armors. I don't have full tectonic because I just don't really feel like it's really worth the money. I have the tectonic helms though, so when I'm doing high-end bosses, I'll use my Virtus and the tectonic helm. All of my perks on my gear are quite high end, so if we just take a look at like the Pernix, I have Enhanced Devoted free, Impatient free, then I have Biting free, and then I have Absorbative and Venom Blood. When I look at the Virtus, it's got Biting 2 Venom Blood like I showed before with Impatient free, and then I've got Crackling free and Enhanced Devoted free. So all of my stuff have decent perks. They're not like the best of the best, but it's perked enough for doing the bosses that I want to do. I've also got the new Cinderbane gloves, which I'm going to be testing out more with these bosses, so hopefully they turn out to be pretty damn good. And then I've got everything else, like the Amulet of Souls, the Reaper's Necklace, and then all of like the Ring of Vigors and all of that good stuff. So we're ready for bossing. The next video that comes out should be me starting up the series of doing my road to all the uniques. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm definitely going to do a week-long series every month. So the whole plan is 1 week of every single month, I'm going to spend all 7 days bossing at different bosses. I'm going to upload a video every single day for those 7 days and then give my progress of what uniques I obtained of that day, whether I was lucky, unlucky, and show my reactions and all of that good stuff. So the first week should start soon, and I'm really hyped to do it because not only do I have all the new PVM gear, I actually haven't done any bossing for quite a while, so it's going to be really hype. And that's it for this video. Do give it a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for tons of future content, and until next time, see ya.